Good morning, guys. So we are on our first day of school for the week. The boys just finished eating and they're watching, what's this called, Garrett?
Magic for Humans.
Magic for Humans. Some magic show. So there's a lot of stuff I want to do today, so we're gonna see what we get to. I need to go to the library. I have overdue books. And there's also some other ones I want to get. And, we need to get started on our garden today. So we got all kinds of seeds this year because there weren't many actual plants to pick from. We did get some tomato plants and some strawberries again like we did last year, and hopefully the strawberries do better this time. I got a different type of cucumber because last year the cucumber plants I got, I think they were the straight 8 ones. I didn't get a single cucumber, so we're going to try a different kind. We got some sugar snack peas, radishes, carrots, Brussels sprouts. Excited about those. I hope they work. Zucchini. Whoops. Some lettuce. And then watermelon and pumpkin and a whole bunch of flowers. So, I'm excited to get the garden started this year. And I'm hoping everything grows well and we just have a whole bunch of stuff because it's going to be fun. So we need to get the beds ready because the one bed we used last year, it's done. I cleaned out that bed the other day and it had like hundreds of acorn seedlings, little oak trees in it. So that was fun. But that's cleaned out. We need to add to the other crates we have to get them ready and filled up with dirt and seeds going and all of that. So that's the plan today, hopefully. Adam said he's going to help me when he gets home. Hopefully he's not too tired and we can get that done. And then we'll see what else we do today. So Adam just got home from work and brought home some stuff we needed. We were out of milk, and then he grabbed some more sweet tea. Needed some laundry soap and softener. And then I asked him to grab some Brussels sprouts and mushrooms because I was just craving them and wanted to eat them for lunch or something. And then tonight for dinner we're going to make some homemade Arby's, which this is ridiculous. $11.97 a pound for roast beef. Still cheaper than eating at Arby's, but I don't think we'll make these anymore.
Probably not.
That's sad.
Fire roast and roast it all day.
So we got some roast beef, some Arby's sauce, cheddar cheese, Arby's fries, and some hamburger buns. So for the boys' lunch on this day, they had some leftover cheeseburger macaroni we made the night before with some chips and fruit and stuff. And then I got started on my lunch. I'm just throwing some frozen popcorn shrimp into the oven, and I made some extra because I figured Tucker would want some too. And like I said, I had been wanting some Brussels sprouts, so I'm just cutting some of those into quarters, and I'm going to slice up some mushrooms and some onions. So I was sort of attempting to make these the candy bacon way that Adam makes them. And I put in the candy bacon rub and some butter and some salt and pepper, a little bit of apple cider vinegar, and some brown sugar. If you haven't seen the way we make those yet, I'll link a video down below. I also threw in some bacon pieces because I didn't want to cook any bacon. And these actually turned out really good, but I could tell something was missing. And while I'm recording this voiceover, I had the leftovers for lunch today, and I was telling Adam how I made them, and I was like, what did I forget? Soy sauce. I forgot to put the soy sauce. So when I warmed them up for lunch today, I just added a little bit on top, and that was it. It fixed them. Tasted like candy bacon Brussels sprouts. So yeah, these turned out so good, and it was really good with the addition of the onions and the mushrooms. Of course, those are two things that I really love and the rest of the family doesn't. So I usually eat them for lunch, things like this, when I can make whatever I want, because I'm the only one eating it. So I just had my popcorn shrimp with some lemon juice on them. I had some cocktail sauce and a huge pile of those veggies, and I had enough left over for the next day too. This was delicious. So if you follow me on Instagram, well, earlier I mentioned it too, we're getting started fixing up our garden. We had our big long garden bed last year with like tomatoes and cucumbers and stuff in it, and I just had to get that cleaned out. And then we're also making a new bigger one out of a wooden crate, and I think we're going to do some other stuff too, so I can't wait to see how it turns out. So for days I've been planning on making these blueberry buttermilk biscuits, and I just haven't found the time, and now today I found the time, so we're making them. So I'm just chopping up my butter into small pieces, and then I'm going to put that on... Excuse me, Angus. Angus is in the room hanging out with me, so he's kind of bugging me. But anyway, I'm putting my butter in the freezer so it's really cold while the oven preheats, and then I'm going to start getting my dry ingredients together. So these seemed pretty simple, just, you know, the usual baking ingredients. But every time I make biscuits, they never puff up. But my friend Kayla told me that it was because I was using a glass to cut them. So in my Temu haul, I showed that I got some stainless steel round cutters. So I'm going to use those this time and hope it turns out better. So I'm just going to throw what ingredients I put in up here on the screen. But I will leave the recipe I use linked down in the description box, so if you want to try these out, you can. So this was the part that was pretty weird because you just like pat this out with your hands and then you add blueberries to half and fold it and then pat it out again, add more blueberries, fold it. I don't know if my blueberries were just extra huge. I mean, they were, but this seemed like a really weird way to do it because I just felt like I was squishing them, but they turned out okay in the end. It was just odd. And then cutting them with the blueberries in there, I also cut a couple blueberries in half, so I don't know. Maybe there's a better way to do this, drop biscuits or something. But they turned out delicious, so if you want to give them a try, I say go for it. Alright, so here's how these biscuits turned out. I have some that are like perfect. And then I have one that's really ugly. That was the last one. But they turned out, they actually puffed up and look like biscuits. So I'm gonna let them cool off a little bit. The recipe has a glaze recipe with it, but I think that would just be good with some butter on them. So now all of our garden beds are cleaned out at least. We added in some dirt, and we still need to get more dirt. And we need to clean up the rest of the patio because we've just been moving stuff around and all of that trying to get this done. So I can't wait to show you guys. We already did some more work today while I'm recording this, and it looks awesome. So stay tuned for that because I can't wait to show you. So tonight's dinner was homemade Arby's, Copycat Arby's, whatever you want to call it. So we threw our fries in the air fryer, and then I made some Copycat Horsey sauce that I found. I just Googled it. So if I can find that again, I'll share it down below. But basically, it was just some horseradish, mayonnaise, some sugar, and salt. I think was all that was in it. I can't remember. I'm tired. We worked out in the yard all day today. But yeah, so I just made some of that for me because I'm the only one that likes it, and I dipped my fries in it, and it was really good. We just warmed up our cheddar, and we warmed up our roast beef in some beef broth, and we just made our sandwiches with our beef and cheddar and Arby sauce. Yes, I know, supposedly the beef and cheddar doesn't come with Arby sauce on it, but when I get one, I always put Arby sauce on it, so anyway, these turned out delicious. One of our favorite homemade Copycat things, and we don't make them that often, so it was nice to have after we hadn't had them in a while. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video and some yummy, easy food. Thank you guys so much for watching and spending the day with us, and we'll see you guys in the next one.